Good morning, guys. Tom Greenwood here. This is Everyman Carpenter YouTube channel. So I want to show you guys something I've been working on for a little bit as just part of this ongoing project I have. So, boom, what do I have here? Waterproofing for a wall. So there's like water that runs down this slope. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a slope that runs here, and there's a slope that runs here. And the water comes off of the roof, comes out of that gutter, and it all runs here, and it was going underneath this wall inside, right? So I have tested it, and it is watertight. I let water run on it from a hose overnight to test it, bone dry on the inside. Cool. So what did I do? You can't see it here, but there's this wall in this corner, and underneath it is a piece of concrete, and then right there is a drain channel. They put a little drain channel, like a gutter or whatever, in there so that it would drain initially. There's a hallway over here that connected these two buildings that didn't used to be there, and you could drive through here, and they had a drain and all that stuff. So anyway, so what did I do? Blow. Getting in here. So this stuff is EPDM rubber. And you guys may have seen a video of me prepping this EPDM rubber. And what I did is I came in and I took a grinder with a grinding wheel, not a wheel, but like a wire brush, and I cleaned this all the way off till it was super clean. And then I came back and I put rubber cement on it, and I glued my first layer. So this is, right here you can see there's like 2 layers, right? So this is glued down. So I took this bottom layer and I ran it up over the curb, back to here, in sections like this, because the piece was too big. So individual sections, and I glued it all the way down and around the corner. And then I came back with individual strips here, and I ran it up the wall all the way down, and then I glued the 2 pieces together and rolled it out real tight. And I have a piece that runs behind this up this wall, and then this piece comes over it, and in here I've glued these corners right here. You can see, like, I made like a little Pac-Man shape so I could get it up the wall and down on the curb and down and everything, which is really tricky. And the same thing here. I took a circle, and there's a way you can like fold it and fit it in there, and then I bent it over and then glued it down to it. So there's like 1, 2, 3, and then I came over the top of it with another strip of this is EPDM rubber that has butyl sealant on the back, so it's super strong when it comes to staying, like, it doesn't crack, it stays stuck hot or cold or whatever. Butyl is really good sealant. It doesn't dry out over time. So I have these seams. I ran the sealant up, over, and up the wall, and I did that all the way down. And then I've got the wall nailed off at the top, and then I'll take like this sheathing here and I'll put it over the front of it, and I'll hold everything in place. And then I was worried about it because this right here I couldn't nail through it, but there's a corner there, and it makes like it kind of swoops, and I was worried about it because it didn't stick perfect. I came back and cut out these circles over here, and bow, glued it, not glued it, but stuck the butyl sealant down so that there's no possibility of seamage. So I did that all the way down, and what this should do is keep any water that comes down out of, let me back up, any water that rolls down will hit this wall and roll away from it. It'll keep water from getting in there. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to go get some gravel today, put a piece of drainage pipe in there, and then put gravel in it so that all the water that rolls down the hill first will hit that drain and drain away, and then any water that comes down off of this roof and hits this curb will eventually drain away. And even if it sits there because it's a little low in this corner, that's watertight, and it'll give it time to evaporate or whatever over time. But anyway, kind of tricky, a lot of moving parts in here, having to take the wall apart, put these blocks in so I can have nailers for the top of the rubber, getting everything cleaned up on that concrete so that I could glue the concrete and then glue the first layer in that is in my little ditch here. It runs from the glue down and into the ditch. and then the top layer comes over the top and it's glued to it and then runs up the wall with that butyl tape, that EPDM butyl sealant tape. All of this will go together, and then I'll put the sheathing back on. And what we'll have, if I did everything correctly, and 12 hours or 16 hours of running water on it says that it is, that I got it together. So this thing that I did here is as non-standard as they come. I had to take ideas from different types of work that I've done. So this is not just carpentry, you know what I mean? I had to be able to get this glued down. There was no solution from anyone I knew. I basically had to invent this out of my head. So I just cleaned up the cement, glued up the rubber to the cement, glued rubber to the rubber, and sealed everything up. And then I'll put the wall together, and I'll have a finished product. But this is, no one told me how to do this exactly. Everyone I called that knew anything about it didn't have any answers, or their answers were like prohibitively expensive. But this should work as long as that rubber stays weather tight. It should be good. So I don't know, 25 years, 50 years, however long that rubber's good, that wall will be bone dry. And it took a long time, and it took a lot of steps and a lot of details and a lot of figuring it out, but it should work. Anyway, so that's a way that you can seal a wall to keep water from getting into it when you don't have a way to like eliminate where the water's coming from, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, hope this idea helps you guys. As you can see, like not carpentry, but related to building, and pretty neat. I like it. Yeah, weather's nice. Probably going to get chilly here in a few weeks. Winter's coming, but right now it's great today. The leaves are changing colors. If you can, go camping. Favorite time of year to go camping is when it's cold at night, warm in the day. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.